Hey guys, so I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, which console should I buy? The PS4, the Xbox One? Well, I have all the specs and details here for you guys, so you can make up your mind. We're going to start off with the Xbox One. So the Xbox One is going to be Blu-ray and DVD capable. It has the, old DVDs and for those people who watch Blu-ray, no one. The Xbox One does have a built-in game DVR to upload to the internet and various other places, which would be really useful for those guys who, want to share some gameplay with some buddies or any other reason you guys want to upload your gameplay or just save it. The processor in the Xbox One is going to be an 8-core Microsoft Custom x86 processor. Now, that's a pretty powerful processor for a console. It's also going to have a 500 gigabyte HDD hard drive, including the cloud storage with that comes with your Xbox Live. Now, that memory will also have 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and with the Xbox One, you're going to be able to use a second screen, with it being the Smart Glass option. The cross-game chat that the Xbox One is going to be using is going to be Skype for clear sound quality, of course. And one of the newer things that Xbox is going to be doing with their consoles, which is actually kind of cool, is that it'll have motion control and voice activation. So you can tell your Xbox to switch to your cable, switch back to your game, go to an app, anything you can think of, voice activation. USB 3 is a big thing for high quality and speed transfer for data on the Xbox One. There'll be some inputs for that instead of your usual USB 2. There will be a built-in live streaming option with Twitch. Now that's kind of cool because, if you're a small guy, well, not a small guy, I don't know why I'm saying you're a small guy. If you're a guy and you want to show your gameplay live to maybe some friends, or you have YouTube or something, well, that'll be really useful for you. Your achievements will carry over to the new Xbox along with your reputation. That's right, if you have a bad reputation, it's following you. And your Xbox Live membership. So your paid membership follow you to the Xbox One. Now, of course, the Xbox One is going to be using HDMI, but it's also going to have an HDMI output. Now, that's going to be useful for maybe a multiple screen or something else of that sort. Getting into the more not so good things with the Xbox One, it has a required internet connection to play games. Every 24 hours, console has to be connected to the internet or it's not going to work. You won't be able to play games. There is no backwards compatibility with the Xbox One, which I think is a huge hit to Xbox gamers because I want to be able to play my 360 games on my Xbox One if I'm going to pay, for it. So I think that's going to be an issue for the Xbox One. The whole Microsoft published used game garbage is another downside. That being with Microsoft published games, they can't really be shared unless the person has been on your friends list for 30 days and that only 10 accounts are allowed to play the game in total. That makes no sense at all, and why they're doing that is really, it's beyond me, and it's beyond a lot of people. The Xbox One is also going to have some set-top box type capabilities with your cable system. Now, that's not so much of a bad thing, but it is if you're going to consider the price that I'm going to tell you in a second. The price for this console is it's going to be hitting stores this holiday season for $500 American. Now, all those set-top box capabilities for switching to cable and recording your cable and doing all that stuff, that is being weighed heavily into your price of your console. So just think about this question. Which console of the two is going to be more for the gamer? One other thing. The Kinect is going to be bundled with the Xbox One, along with that freaky camera that watches you always. Now on to the PS4. The PS4 consists of a powerful x86 64-bit 8-core AMD Jaguar processor. Now that thing's a beast. A Radeon 7870 graphics card, which is one of the newest Radeon graphics card for PC. 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM, which pretty similar to the Xbox One. And of course, HDMI input and also an output with built-in Wi-Fi. So your console's gonna have built-in Wi-Fi and the normal HDMI in, as well as the HDMI out. Of course, as well, your PS4 is gonna have the Blu-ray and DVD drives, which is convenient, sort of. Currently, if you want to have second screen capabilities for the PS4, you'd have to use devices like the PSP instead of the Xbox One, which uses a smart glass. The touchpad and game chat will use Bluetooth. I'm not really sure how that works because I'm not familiarized with how you use Bluetooth like that. The PS4 will only have 2 USB 3.0 slots in comparison to the 10 gajillion USB 3.0 on the Xbox One. You will also be using the same PlayStation Network, but to play online and for multiple features, it will now require you to have a $5 a month subscription for PlayStation Plus. Built-in live streaming with Ustream will also come along with the console instead of Twitch, on the other hand, with the Xbox One. And major thing, the PS4 is going to be backwards compatible with PS3 games, so you guys can cheer about that. You can also use used games on the PS4, something that Xbox One should be allowing. This console will hit shelves around December for $400 American dollars, or $400 American. So that's $100 less than the Xbox One. So the comparison between the two consoles, I still think the question now lies with which console's for the gamer, as it should always be the question for a gamer. The Xbox has the advantage with recording capabilities, as they have the built-in DVR, where the PS4, on the other hand, has no DVR. A lot of the features and hardware you are paying for the Xbox are for TV and cable capabilities, which I pointed out before, whereas the PS4 is mainly all gaming components inside that console, so keep that in mind. The Xbox does have the advantage for cross-game chat, so they aren't dropping and placing in that category. If you are strange and you like to talk to your console, well, the Xbox is going to be voice activated, whereas you won't be able to talk to your PS4. So, for all you console lovers out there, like literal lovers, yeah, go for the Xbox. It'll suit you. For live streaming, again, it's Twitch or Ustream. Really, it's personal preference in this, because I like Twitch because I've used it more and I've seen it be used and I kind of know how it works, but I'm sure Ustream is probably good. The PS4, backwards compatible. Xbox, a freaky camera that watches you. Well, you guys can wait that out. Not being able to play used games on the Xbox One is going to be a problem for some gamers who can't afford to buy games at full price right when they come out, or if they want to borrow a game from a friend, whereas the PS4 does not have this issue. That is, I think that's big, because there are so many people who can't afford those games when they come out, or if they want to borrow it from a friend, maybe they won't like the game. They need to fix that. Having to have your Xbox One connect to the internet every 24 hours is going to be a hassle. And why do they need to do that? Sure, you can update your games, but why not just do that manually yourself when you start up the game, like with the 360? That makes no sense. The PS4, however, will be an offline and online console, as all should be. And lastly, of course, the price difference. The PS4 will be a whole $100 less than the Xbox. Again, remember all those TV functions you're paying for the Xbox One. Personally, at the moment, I have no idea which console I will buy. My main gaming console has been the Xbox 360, but I was also a PS2 guy back in the day. There are a lot of strange features that Xbox One is going to have, like all that camera watching you that really freaks me out. Kinect. The Kinect camera. But I'll have to see which console, like I'll have to see about each console in the future. There are also the exclusive games to take into consideration, like which games on the Xbox One are going to be exclusive, or which games on the PS4 are going to be exclusive to the PS4, and then which are going to go to both. That's also something that can weigh out your decision. I know that a lot of extra or new betas and stuff are going to be exclusive to PS4, whereas a lot of DLC content and stuff is still going to be coming out first for the Xbox One, which has always been a huge thing for like the MLG gamer guys, like that one friend you have who always gets like all the DLC the day they come out. Those kinds of people, you'd want the Xbox One. But if you're interested in more like indie development and stuff, and indie games and betas for games, go for the PS4. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I know it may seem like a really minor thing, but a lot of those indie games can become huge. Just think of Minecraft. That was a small indie game few years ago. Look how big it's gotten. There's so many unrecognized game creators out there that should get some recognition because they have some really good games. So if you're interested in indie games, go for the PS4. If you're all for DLC and that kind of stuff, go for the Xbox One. The controller is one other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly. If you're an Xbox guy and you've always enjoyed the Xbox controller and that's a controller you know, then I'd suggest to stick with it, because of course you can get used to the PS4 controller, but it'll never really be the same as when you gamed with your Xbox controller. That's pretty much my console showdown, guys. But just remember, which console will fit your needs, and you're set. Of course, there's always the Wii U. Later, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching. You want to see some more just like this? Come hang out on my channel. I'll catch you guys later.